Sometimes a house isn't made of just bricks and wood. Sometimes it's built with blood, secrets, and the kind of pain that refuses to die. This is one of those houses. A beautiful home on the outside, but inside, something evil waited. This is the real-life story behind the infamous Amityville Horror. Located in Amityville, a quiet suburban neighborhood in Long Island, New York, stood a large Dutch colonial house at 112 Ocean Avenue. The kind of home anyone would dream of owning. Until one night in 1974, when it became the setting for one of the most gruesome family murders in American history. This is the same story that inspired the best-selling book The Amityville Horror in 1977, and the film adaptations in 1979, 2005, and countless spin-offs. But what many people don't realize is it all really happened. November 13th, 1974, 23-year-old Ronald DeFeo Jr. picked up a .35 caliber rifle and, one by one, murdered his entire family. His mother, father, 2 brothers, and 2 sisters, all while they were asleep in their beds. 6 lives ended within minutes. What's chilling is that there were no signs of struggle. Each victim was found lying face down, as if they didn't even have time to react. No one got up, no one screamed, just silence and death. When Ronald was caught, he simply said, "Voices told me to do it." But a true horror began after the murders. About a year later, in December 1975, the house was put up for sale. It sat untouched, filled with whispers of death and dread. Then came the Lutz family, George and Kathy, and their 3 children. They were told about the murders, but the house was beautiful and the price was shockingly low. They thought they could handle it. They were wrong. The Lutzes moved in on December 18th, 1975. For the first few days, everything seemed normal, but slowly, the house began to change. It started with small things: cold spots in warm rooms, mysterious odors like rotting flesh, doors opening and closing on their own, strange footsteps echoing through empty hallways, and George waking up every night at exactly 3:15 a.m., the same time the murders had taken place. One night, their daughter Missy told them she saw something outside her window. "Daddy," she whispered, "there's a pig with glowing red eyes watching me." George rushed to look, but there was nothing there, just the dark and a feeling that something was definitely watching. Green slime began oozing from the walls. Objects moved on their own. Kathy felt invisible hands touching her. Crucifixes on the walls turned upside down. The family felt an overwhelming sense of dread, like something in the house was feeding on them. They called a priest to bless the house. As soon as he entered the bedroom where the murders happened, he heard a deep, chilling voice growl, "Get out!" He left in a panic, sick, shaken, and terrified, and warned the family never to return to that room. But it was too late. The house was already inside them. The terror grew worse with each passing day. The children became ill. George grew paranoid, obsessed. Kathy began having violent dreams. And finally, on the 28th night, during a violent thunderstorm, they ran. They left behind everything: their clothes, their belongings, their memories, and never came back. What happened to the Lutz family? Were they haunted or hiding something? Skeptics say it was a hoax, that they made it all up for fame, for fortune. But the Lutzes stuck to their story. For years, They even passed lie detector tests, and they never returned to that house. Today, the house still stands. The address has been changed to keep people away, but those who've stood near the property say they still feel something. A weight in the air, a presence behind the curtains, a darkness in the bones of the house. So the next time you're house hunting and you find a place that's too good to be true, ask yourself why. And if you ever wake up at 3:15 a.m. with the feeling that you are not alone, maybe you're not. This was the true story of the Amityville Horror, a house where death once lived and something still might.